Hey everybody, Dean Couliera, IT recruiter at SRA Staffing. Hope everybody had a great weekend and you're ready to kickstart the week. Just wanted to give you my thoughts on the topic to help you over the course of your job search, or even if you're not in job search, some point when you are on the market. So these are the types of tips that I want to help you out with in terms of practical tips that you can use. And this particular topic is something that you can start implementing as soon as possible, at least at a very basic level, in terms of the types of questions you're asking from recruiters or the requests that you're making, right? So a frequent request I might get is that I get as a recruiter, and most recruiters probably get, is, can I meet you at your office? Or can I schedule a phone call with you? So first of all, my suggestion, if you're going to be making these requests, try to make them as much as possible over the phone, right? Over email, I mean, you can try email. Maybe I'm biased, okay, because I'm not a big fan of email. I don't like email at all. Well, I shouldn't say that, because I do use email. I do my best to respond to all emails I get. Anyway, I digress. I'm going sideways there, but so that's an example of a question that I get asked a lot, and I'm sure a lot of other recruiters do as well. Is Dean, can I book a meeting to meet you at your offices? Now, instead of simply asking the question like that, so if you ask it like that, it's basically almost like a yes or no question, right? You're asking, can I meet you at your office? So that gives me, the recruiter, the opportunity to say no, right? Especially if there's no reason for us to meet and there's no context, there's no stated intention for the meeting, etc., etc. You know what I mean? So what I want you to do is kind of add a little more spice into it, so that you take more of more control over the outcome that you're expecting from asking that question, stating your intention, and basically closing the recruiter on meeting with you in person. Now, the purpose of the meeting, I mean, it could be whatever you're trying to achieve, right? Maybe you just want to introduce yourself. Maybe you want to see if they might be able to help you with anything immediately. Maybe you want to know if they can help you at some point in the future, right? So, what's the best way to respond to such a question is to take a more assumptive tone. Now, this concept of being assumptive, this is something that I've learned in my sales training that I follow, and it's very effective, and I think every job seeker should use it in their search. So let me give you an example. So instead of asking, can I meet you at your office, and let's say I'm the candidate, I'm reaching out to a recruiter, I've told them a bit about myself, and then I ask, hey, can I meet you at your office? They could say, well, Dean, I don't really have anything for you right now. Let's certainly keep in touch, but you're most welcome to send me your resume. And that's it. That's the call. Does that sound familiar? That probably sounds familiar, right? They use the whole send me your resume thing, and you never hear from them again. So what you can do instead to increase your chances of getting a meeting, as well as increase your chances of getting in touch, is you can say, if I'm the candidate, I'd be like, hey Dean, so I told you a bit about myself. I told you a bit about my skill set. Look, I know you don't have anything for me right now immediately at this time that you can help me with. But given that you do recruit in my skill set, in my domain, I feel that at some point in the future, I think we should be able to work together. And given the background that I come from, I have great references that can attest to it, the quality of work that I bring to the table, that I guarantee that at some point in the future, I should be able to help whichever of your clients which might be a fit with the projects that they're working on. Now, that being said, I'd love to schedule a brief meeting to meet up with you, talk a little more about my background, my skill set, the types of projects I've done, and that way, beyond the meeting, soon as something comes up, I definitely want to be the first person that you think about when the right opportunity comes up. And I only need about 10 to 15 minutes of your time. I can make it out there probably this week, Tuesday or Wednesday. Like, which day works better for you, and what times are you available, right? So that's the kind of the way that you would ask, right? So what did I do? I stated my intention. I took more control over the conversation, and I didn't ask them a yes or no question. I just asked them if Tuesday or Wednesday work for them, and what time works best for them. So at this point, they could come back and still they might. And look, there's no guarantee that you're gonna get the meeting still, but at least you're putting in more control over the conversation, right? So if they say no, if they still say no, then sure, you can fall back on the whole email thing, and you say, okay, no problem, I'll keep in touch, and then it's your job to follow up with them, right? But if not, they might say, yeah, sure, I mean, absolutely, yeah, let's meet up. We can definitely talk about your background, whatever, and then you and them figure out the schedule and all of that. So my point here is, framing the question in that way. Not only do you may get more control over the conversation, but you state your intention, like what the intention of the meeting is, and you have a clear ask, like you're clearly asking a specific date and time that you like to drop by and meet. So that'll increase your chances of getting that meeting, and you can apply this to a phone call or whatever the intention of the meeting that you're trying to book is, right? So try that out in your job search, right? So take more control over the conversation, state your intention, close them on a specific date and time, and it should give you better results than simply asking, "Can I meet with you?" or "Can I have a meeting?" Right? So try that out. Hopefully, I hope that that helps those of you in your job search. If you have any questions about this, feel free to comment below or let me know. Again, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dean Kulawira. I'm an IT recruiter at SRA Staffing. We're based out of the Yonge and Shepherd area. If you're an IT professional here in Toronto, if you want to meet up, you can use this exact script on me. Call me, use it on me, see if you can get me to agree to a meeting with you. Although in most cases, I'm very happy to meet all IT professionals out there. I want to know you. I want everyone in the tech space to know me, and I want you to know me, and I want to know you. So feel free to give me a call, give me a heads up if you want to meet up. We can at our offices, we can talk about your background a bit further. My direct line at the office, I'm there Monday to Friday during standard business hours. 416-296-1772, extension 2036. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, and comment. And I'll keep putting the posts out during this week to help all of you in your job search. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.